Welcome
Hi.
in. So tonight I have a couple of guests. My first one here is TT from TT's Urban Pantry. I'm sure many of you know who she is. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone that is coming in from my channel, from her channel, from Lisa's channel. We are trying Restream for the first time, so I'm not really sure how all this is going to work. I've never even been in a chat that had Restream. Yeah, I've seen it in the things like after it played, but I didn't know how it went through. So hey, Miss Lazy Days ahead.
Lazy Days.
She's saying hello, Miss Ann. Where is Ann? I didn't see Miss Ann come up on the screen. So maybe the chat's not keeping up.
Could
Hello,
be.
Homestead. How are you? And now I see Ann saying hi to Lisa. That's kind of weird. It's in a different order here. All right. Hey, FR Humphrey. Welcome in. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Carp.
Hi, Ann. Hi, Carl.
You got the link, Lisa. I sent it in. So hopefully this is showing up on everyone else's channels. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Sheppy. Hi, Cece. Welcome in.
I do not think it's showing up on my channel.
Okay, so it's not letting you join. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'll send it again because TT made it in. I sent her the same link. So let me try it. What's it saying? What kind of error is it giving you? Oh, that's weird. Okay, I just dropped it again now. So see if that works again. I sent that to Jesse. I'll send it to Lisa too because I don't know what computers you're using. Hopefully that works. So yeah, anyone in here ever used Restream or been on a stream or seen a stream? So it's all brand spanking new. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not seeing it there. I'm going to just pop out my chat tonight and so I'm popping up the YouTube chat just because I think it keeps up better than the other chat. But I do like that the comments are on the screen here.
I like that too. Then you're not looking one way while your guest is right here.
Well, and that way the guests can see it because sometimes guests can't see the comments, right? But she has, but only once. We are trying to learn from me. Oh, great. Oy. What about now, Lisa? Make sure you have a valid link. That's what it's telling us. I'm clicking the add, invite guests. I'm clicking the copy paste. And I mean, it's the exact same one I sent to TT and she made it in. So I don't know. Did you set up an account already? I don't know. Hopefully Miss Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead will be joining us soon. Does anyone know? Can you see it if you are here? I'll drop it in the chat. I don't know if that's going to work, but if you are subscribed to TT, do you see anything over on her channel? Hey, Teresa, welcome in. Hi, Rebecca. Come on in. Here, I'm going to go over to your channel and see if anything.
I'm looking. There's nothing on my channel.
I don't see it on her channel. I see the link. I'm pretty sure it will work. She sees the link. Let me see if I can do anything here. Participants' names, automatically share screen, show graphics and captions on top of video clips, show non-video participants. No, I don't see anything in the settings.
No, you're being linked through.
Anne's running around.
It's still showing you. It's still showing you as live. Well, I already hit the notification, but it was still showing you as live.
Okay.
That little.
Let me just see if I have to
Still
like.
got that. Okay. Because I think.
Okay, sorry for all the dead air. TT, when you signed in, did you link your channel? Oh, when you set up your account, did you link your YouTube?
I did. When I set up my account, I linked my YouTube and I did all that first. And then when I went to the link you gave me, it did not give me an option to add to my channel. It more gave me an option like StreamYard does when you're just coming into the room. So I'm not sure about that, but it did not give me an option to link this live to my channel.
Okay, bear with me. The kid came home and found the headphones. Thank you. They were in her room. So I was stuck with these stupid $2 flamingo ear pods that are very uncomfortable and make me sound like I'm listening to the ocean.
That can be relaxing.
Okay. Oh, that's so much better. They had so much white noise. It was ridiculous. Oh, there's
now?
Lisa. Yay, there's Lisa. Okay, you're coming on up, Lisa.
Okay.
There you
Hi,
go.
Lisa.
Hey, you made it. I don't know. It's like the same link. I just copy pasted it like 10 million times.
I don't. Yeah, for some reason it.
Third time's a charm. You made it. I don't know. It's like the same. Leave the door open. Oh, it's too hot to have the door shut in here now. So yeah, I can have it because then I thought, well, maybe it wouldn't let me on too many people, but no. It says, oh, it's too hot to have the door shut in here now. You have 6 people.
Okay. Echo.
I'm hearing myself. Not even echo. I'm hearing myself like behind. Like
It's seems like it's better now.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
It's almost like there was like another screen with a video playing or something. But I don't see one. Hey, Nicole, I saw you pop in and I didn't have a chance because I was distracted with the headphones. Welcome in, Nicole and Lydia. Best Jet Journey, Cottonwood Ranch. Why is the chat on the screen? We're trying it out. So you guys are both on your computer though, right? So you can see the chat?
Yes.
Hey, Kettle Kitchen, you have done this before, right? You've used Restream. How do we do this? How do they make sure that it's streaming to their channel? You can hear an echo still. Okay.
No, I can't hear you.
Now, where was I at the settings? Like, if you guys want me to take the chat off, I can. We don't need the chat on there if you don't want it, and we can see everyone. Maybe I'll take it off just for a bit because then we can see you better. Oh, wow, I'm huge. How can I make that? How can I change that around? Okay, I just adjusted my screen. I'm trying to find the settings. There we go. So audio, are we echoing? It's gone now.
No.
Okay, so I have noise cancellation on.
We just have a delay. We do.
Phone. You have a delay. All right, well. Hey, welcome in, Katie. Thank you so much. Well, that makes one of us, Aunt. No. The way this is going, I couldn't find my headphones. I can't figure out how to get this thing to work. What is the issue? We're all up on the screen now, so that's good. And they've been able to log in. They're wondering how do they get it to stream to their channel? Because I don't see it streaming on their channel. And TT said that she logged into her channel. And I'm not seeing it. Do you see it over on your other channel, Jesse?
No.
Yep.
Jesse's there. I can hear him.
No, that was that was the video that opens up on our channel when he goes to the chat.
It's the same thing that happens to me. I was just complaining about that. I hate that. Every time I go to my channel, my page, I hear my welcome to Brampton Gardner.
Yeah.
Yes. Every time it's like, how can I turn that off from the automatic play? It drives me nuts.
But you don't see it. No.
Now, should
Yes,
we be
Lydia,
streaming from our own channel?
I don't know. I thought I watched the video and they're like, just have them click the link and they join you and then it streams.
And we see that. We see the big blue screen with all the 3 pictures on there, and then the chat's on the right hand side. But I'm not. I mean, if I go to my channel page, I don't see anything with Restream.
Yes.
So basically, right now we're just using it like StreamYard.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Because I didn't sign up for nothing. I didn't put in any kind of.
Oh, you didn't log in at all?
I didn't. No, I didn't. It didn't give me an option to. All I had was
Oh,
the
okay.
little
Well, you
link.
can, yeah, if you set up an account, but TT did all that. She set up an account and she linked it to her YouTube channel.
Okay, so you're getting watch hours then, TT, right?
She has no idea.
No,
She's
I'm
not
not.
seeing
So
it on her
I
channel.
linked it to my YouTube channel. But when I went to the link, it was just like it just took me right in. It didn't give me an option
Oh.
to stream to my channel. Is there a different link that should have been sent?
I don't know. So what I'm saying is, if I go to TT's channel, can I log into this live stream? Through
No,
her channel?
I don't see it there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's something there's something behind on the back end that we have to do in order to get it to work. And that I don't know, because I don't know enough about restream.
No, it isn't. No, she isn't. I had to look up her channel for some reason. Oh, I had that happen with ours on Black's Tropical.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Like, do you think if they left and came back in, that would make a difference?
No, I wouldn't want to do that, because
no, Jesse's not. It's not gonna risk that.
4 times they're trying to get in there. I'm glad I'm in now, so I'm not worried about restream. Y'all go ahead and just do your thing.
Yeah.
I think
I'm fine.
Well, the whole point was so that I could, I wanted to, give back a bit. You guys have helped me so much. I finally got monetized this week. Like, oh my gosh. And when I woke up Monday morning and I clicked that button and it said 3999. I literally almost threw the computer out the window. I was like, are you kidding? Like, what? No.
Leave it to you too.
Oh, I was so angry. Yes. I was so very, very upset about that. It was just absolutely ridiculous. So I was like, well, hopefully I'll get an hour today. Yeah. So then yesterday I logged in and it was like, yay. You came up on my page. What?
Yes. Congratulations.
Okay. They're saying you came up on their page. Maybe it's there now. Maybe it's just like Nightbot and it takes like 5 minutes to show up. I don't know. Anyways, thank you, everybody. Thank you. I said, Teresa, I think I said hello to you when you came in. And Arleth, am I pronouncing that right? Arleth, welcome in. And Gina versus Gina. I never know which one it is.
Gina or
which
Gina
is it tonight? Sorry. Oh, I'm going to do it over my hair because my ears are getting sweaty. Little TMI for you there. Sorry. Yeah, we're actually kind of warm today. Normally, if it's going to be kind of this warm, we usually turn the air conditioning on. We haven't had it on, so. Yes, you do. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are talking about jam. When I thought about jam, so I've been watching a lot of your playlists, both of you, and there's a lot of canning, a lot of jamming, a lot of stuff going on. Like TT's Urban Pantry, I was like, she ain't kidding. Like, if you haven't seen her pantry, like, wow. Yeah, I was impressed. I was very, very impressed. And then Lisa has a lovely pantry that Jesse built last year, and he's going to have to make a new one. I think you're going to have to add on to it. He's going to have to take over the garage because she's filling that up. She's filling that up so fast. See, that's one of the reasons I've never gotten really into canning, is just because I'm like, where would I put the stuff? Like, we are maxed out space-wise as it is right now. I'm in a townhouse. And then everyone's like, oh, just put some under like the spare bedroom. I'm like, what spare bedroom? They're like, put it under your beds. And I'm like, well, under my bed is already full of totes with like, winter clothes. Because here, like, we have full on summer and full on winter. So I have totes under the bed to swap out the clothes. My daughter has stuff under, her bed. It's got her clothes and toys and whatever. So, yeah.
Then you forget where you put everything.
I was just talking about, like, we've had a problem with the freezer. And I'm like, I need to get, like, a dry erase board. And every time you put something in the freezer, you go to Costco, you buy something, write it down what it is. And then when it gets low, write that it's low. Right. And then when it's empty, cross it off so we know to replace it or whatever. And my husband's like, yeah, that's never going to happen.
That's a good idea.
It's like, that's too much work. That's too much work. So then it's like maybe we just, like take a picture of the receipt and hold on to that. So, oh yeah, that's it. Because the problem is he has been doing a lot of the shopping, and he buys stuff and he puts it in the freezer downstairs, or he'll put it in the garage fridge because it's easier to unload, right? And then he'll come up and be like, well, why haven't you used the sour cream that's in the fridge downstairs? I'm like, when did we get sour cream? Right? So I'm like, I'm like, okay, everything in the basement needs to be like extras, right? So like milk, eggs, stuff that we are just refreshing and or drinks, stuff like that. If there's anything specifically new that you've bought that you've put in there, let me know. Because I'm not just going to go down and check out the fridge all the time.
That's how I like it. I like the basement to be for surplus. That's storage, and then it's not upstairs when it's ready to use.
Exactly. Yes. The great. Oh, hey, Ro. You grow, Ro. I think I missed saying the Great Canadian problem. I'm not sure what that is in reference to. This thing is weird when you hover over the message to click on it to put it up on the screen. It like blacks it out, so you can't see what it is again until it's up on the screen. It's just taking a little getting used to. Hey, Raven Cat, welcome in. How are you doing? And I haven't forgotten your Tiny Tim seeds. I just realized I didn't have any left in the package, so I actually went out and picked some, and they are drying right now. So you will get your Tiny Tim seeds soon. Hey, Chuck, welcome in. How are you doing? They're saying hello to everybody. Hey, where to begin? Homestead, how are you? Good evening. I think I'm caught up. Yep, people are just saying hello. All right. All right, so you guys can, whoever wants to answer first. I did have a few questions to ask. What was the very first thing you ever canned?
Mine
This year or 20 years ago?
Ever. Not this year. Ever. Like the first thing you decided, this is it, I'm going to can it. I'm going to learn how to can.
Well, I did probably about 20, well, could be longer, 30 years ago, maybe some blueberry jam.
Okay.
And then I hadn't done anything until this year.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You're a newbie and you just went.
Because then I went to work.
And grabbed the bull by the horns and you just went cray-cray with the jam.
Yeah. Well,
that's impressive. Yes, Jesse's going to be in the back canning while Lisa's on the live.
So I started back in March.
Okay, it's backwards. I can't read it yet. I'm like, I don't know what she's trying to show me.
It's hamburger meat.
Oh, hamburger meat. I was like, that jam looks terrible.
No, yeah. It's curdled.
That's the worst looking jam I've ever seen. Meat jam. I've never heard of beef jam.
Pork.
Pork? Okay.
Pork.
That looks like the expensive tuna you can buy in oil at the Italian market.
Oh, yeah. It does look like tuna. It
looks like tuna in oil.
Then I did some chicken soup.
Oh, wow.
Back in June.
She's doing show and tell.
Yeah, I know. I have it all sitting here. I did some salsa.
Oh, yummy.
Back in April. And so then in June and stuff, and I started my jams. So, I did peach just the other day. Strawberry.
Oh.
I know. Jalapeno jelly.
The colors are so pretty. Oh, that was really good too. I tried that on my bagel with cheese.
Oh, I made some strawberry again today, and I had that earlier.
Yeah, I had the jalapeno. That was really good.
This is good on Chris, it's backwards. It's balsamic basil plum jam.
Ooh,
sounds delicious.
So I got the basil out of my garden, which is the only thing that's really growing any good. Everything else is
sad.
Bleh. And my two bell peppers are like this big, teeny tiny.
No. So, no, you think it'd be hot enough? You know what, Sheppy? I was just wondering that the other day. Why do we call it canning when it's jarring? It should be jarring. Well, I think in the old day, I don't know what they used.
It's an old term. It's always been jarred, but they had like canneries, and in canneries they were jarred as well. So it just kind of transferred over to now, even though it's jarred. It's just we call it canning.
Well, jarring sounds startling. No. I was jarring today. You're always jarring, Rochelle. Oh, anyways, I get that a lot. Okay, I saw a comment I want to clip up in here, and then I accidentally hit something, and it went flying. The first thing I can dry flour.
Mm-hmm.
Dry can flour. Like, is that like you put the flour in the can and like oven? Heat it in the oven or something? Okay, I'm gonna need more details on that. I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
I've heard of it, but I've never done it.
Okay, so that's the oven, right? Okay.
Yes.
I think I saw someone's post about it and I was just like, what? First thing you ever canned was tomato juice. Very nice. Then you cracked it open and poured some vodka in. Okay. I hope at least, right? Because that's a waste of some good tomato juice. I can't actually. I hate Bloody Marys. I hate Bloody Marys. And then here in Canada, they do something disgusting. So they take a Bloody Mary, which is terrible enough to start with, and then they add in clam juice, and they add in it's clamato. So they add it. It's like V8. It's like basically the Caesar. It's called a Caesar. So it's like the Bloody Mary mix, and then they add in clam juice, and then they rim it with I don't know if they use the same rimmer, but it's like celery salt or something, and it's disgusting. Clam juice, why? No, it's a waste of vodka. No. I canned spicy pork from the Bell canning book for my first time canning. What?
Yeah, no
wow,
time.
that is adventurous. Your first time canning and you went with pork? That's impressive. I went with jam. I played it safe. I'm like, even if this doesn't seal properly, it's not going to kill us because there's so much sugar in here. Wow, that's cool. Lisa,
I actually think meat is easier. I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, easier than the jams and stuff because you have to. Yeah, the chicken you can just cook in the oven and then put it in the jars and add your broth or water or whatever you're going to can it, and then can it for 75 minutes.
75 minutes. Oh my gosh. Wow.
In the pressure canner, yes. Yeah, you have to do that with the
with meat. Yeah, that's wow. That's
meat
a long
or soups and stuff that's non-acidic, I believe.
Oh, okay. Kettle Kitchens. Tony's asking if you saw him use your jalapeno jelly in his video.
No, I haven't seen that video yet.
Check it out. Hey, Tiny Tim, welcome in. How are you? Yes, you can the flour in jars in the oven for long-term storage. That is fascinating. I keep I mill my own grain here for a lot of it. I buy white flour for, cookies and stuff, but I mill my own flour. So I have spelt Kamet and or Camu. I don't know. Every video I watch, they pronounce it differently. And soft wheat. And the berries are pretty much, they'll last forever. So I don't really have to do anything to preserve them. They're nice 5-gallon buckets with the screw-on lids.
They don't get bugs or anything in them.
It's a screw-on lid. No, it's the 5-gallon buckets and then they have the lids. You can buy them at Home Depot. I think it's like $10 a lid, and so the lid snaps on, and then it's got this.
Oh, okay.
It's got a really tight on screw lid. Yeah. So no, nothing can get in there.
Yeah, I've seen them.
The word canning process was first called appertization, named after Nicholas Apper. Oh, I'm glad they switched to canning. All right. Of course, Jesse's there with the the background. I see his arm. I see your arm showing, Jesse. I see your arm.
He's working hard over here.
Potatoes, very cool. Canning and canner in the potatoes. I saw people do canning French fries. I was like, what? Which is actually probably not a bad idea because we are having freezer trouble right now. Sold with the cork, then boiled. I see. Oh. Nicole. Mm-hmm. Well, you come visit me in Canada and I will take you out for a Caesar. And there are places that make these Caesars, like if they're huge, and then they rim it, and then they put not just a celery stick in it. They'll put like celery and bacon and then like a whole burger on top, and they go nuts. It's like the Canadian drink is the
Wow.
Caesar. People go to Cuba and they have to bring their little Caesar packet mix to mix into their Bloody Marys. It's redonkulous. No. I don't like, and I'm not a huge fan of vodka anymore, but I don't like this cranberry and vodka thing. Nope.
That's one of my.
I'd rather have it straight. Really? I know so many people like cranberry vodka. Oh no, I don't know. I like cranberry juice and I like vodka, but I do not like them together.
Redonkulous?
Redonkulous. Yes. Just for you, Jesse. I knew you were gonna like that. And now I'm waiting for him to like type in the definition. Okay.
If you can find it, yeah.
You've never canned before. Well, you know what? That was me until 2 weeks ago. And I made my lovely crab apple jelly. That was my first time canning. And it won't be my last because I'm watching every day for my garden huckleberries. So my next jam I think that I'll be making will be garden huckleberry jam, which I made last year. It was absolutely delicious. But it didn't last long enough.
Yeah, as long if it's good, it doesn't last.
Pressure canning over water bath canning. Okay. Why? Just because you can do more things with it? Is it easier? Is it?
I did find it. Is it really? It really is a word.
My first time canning was 24 years ago. Been canning every day since. Wow, that's awesome. Probably tomatoes or pickles. I don't really remember. And so many people just like grew up around it or whatever. Old Bay seasoning on the rim. Ah, there you go. That sounds equally terrible, but whatever. You associate the word canning with cans, tin cans. It actually comes from the word canister. Ah, there we go. Okay. Canning refers to a defined heat process of preserving food in canisters of various materials. Sorry, I have to switch over to my how it's made voice here. Meat is easy to can. Gamma lids. So I just saw this thing. Roots and Refuge was posting about like the glass lids with the seal, like a rubber seal and whatever. Am I that behind in chat? I'm a few minutes down. Oh my goodness. You raw pack and then just put it in the carbon pressure can. Okay. I've heard about that. Hey, Urban Gardening Chronicles. How are you doing today? Welcome in. We have a few Canadians in the chat tonight. I do. And I have a video in I think it's in my rhubarb video where I show you how I grind it up. Scrolling
That's
down.
awesome.
You told him he needed to leave the room. What? When you start canning, then you cannot stop. Better getting prepared food. Canned meat, chicken broth, curry, stews. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Be afraid. Tell my husband, be afraid. Clear out the cupboard.
So where do you buy your
Wheat berries?
wheat? Yes.
There is a huge warehouse in actually, let me just get to the bottom of the chat. What? Cape Cods are I'm sorry. Significantly more absurd and ridiculous. Okay, this is what I don't like. When I click on it to show it on the screen, it blacks it out in the comment section. So then I have to read it on the screen, which is very tiny compared to the other one. Redonkulous, significantly more absurd than ridiculous to an almost impossible extreme without possibility of serious consideration. Told ya. I'm not making stuff up. I know things. I know words.
Redonkulous?
Redonkulous. It's redonkulous. I don't like beer. Does not like me. Beer it turns like it just sits in my stomach and no. Let's can some vodka tonight. I have made vanilla. What is the canned shelf life for canned products? I think it depends on what it is, right? And if it's been pressure canned versus water bath canned, and if it's acidic, because I know
it's all the same.
Okay.
It's all the same. So with ball, they say they're guaranteed for 18 months. So I use ball exclusively. However, it can go much longer than that. I usually, if it does good, I'm not going to eat it. But I've had it up to 2 years before. But ours usually don't last that long.
Oh, okay, yeah. Your mom was an extension homemaker and taught canning. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. But you only water bath can. All right. Yeah, I can't see me getting into pressure canning unless I could use the Instant Pot somehow, but I don't think that's. I use the reusable lids. Tattlers, you can reseal up to 10 times. I switched when we couldn't find lids here 2 years ago. That's, yeah. So it was a different brand, but she mentioned Tattlers as well. So it's like the glass lids with this rubber gasket. And I actually have some of those, a different brand that I picked up at the secondhand store. And I used it for my jar last year and I just stuck it in the fridge because they were really pretty. They're really nice detailed glass jars. You stand behind 4 jars lids now. All right. Yeah, I've heard a lot about them lately. Hey, Audrey, welcome in. And I apologize to anyone that I've missed. It's really very different than StreamYard, the way the chat's set up. Can you guys see the chat as I'm scrolling down? My guest up here? You can see it on the side too, like you would if you were in StreamYard on your own hosting, or?
I can see it.
Okay. That's cool.
I can see it.
I like that because then otherwise, yeah. Okay. Yes, I've done the vodka. My daughter didn't like it because she said it tasted like vodka. But it's very good. She much prefers Jesse's vanilla. I got my beans at Costco. I'm working on it. This is new. Wheatberry bread, try Thrive Market or Azure Standards for the wheatberries at Jesse. All right. I'm at the bottom. Yay. Oh my God. Were you in MT Homestead's live last night? I swear to God, like she was gone. She was like a half an hour behind. I felt so bad. She was trying to keep up with everything. Hey, Lori, did I say hi to you coming in? Pressure canning. 2 years on those products, but stored in a cool, dry place. Okay. And then Jesse's got the link to the Tattler lids. 1925. Oh, wow. It works. Well, I was shocked. I don't know. Blues Self-Reliance did a video not too long ago about the fact that, like, basically, you can only get pressure canners in America. Nowhere else in the world uses pressure canners, and they can all the same stuff, which I found was interesting. They're a little more loosey-goosey about it, I guess. Oh, I almost blocked her. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheppy. I clicked on it, and then when I clicked again, I almost blocked you. I apologize. Jesse's misbehaving over there.
Yeah.
My daughter loves that stuff. She puts it in her tea. She puts it in her coffee. Sometimes she'll be making like a fancy coffee drink. She'll put a little bit of whipped cream in the immersion blender and blend it up. And then she adds some vanilla and a little sugar. And she'll be like, Mom, can I go make a nice coffee? And I'll be like, all right. And then she's gone for like 10 minutes and I hear the blender. I'm like, what the heck are you doing in there? And she comes out with like this fancy, I'm like, what are you, a barista? But yeah, she loves that vanilla because she didn't like the one I made. And yeah, and now we don't have to use the beaver butt vanilla. So that's good.
Beaver butt vanilla.
That's the other stuff. Oh my God. You remember when that was going around, that conversation? Like people were talking about how artificial vanilla comes from like the beaver anal glands. And you know, my question is who discovered that?
Mexicans.
Like they're like, wow, you know what this smells like? Yeah. Very disturbing. And hey, we got Tiny Tim and we got Big Tim. We got all the Tims. And I can't, I keep clicking on them and then it keeps bumping it up. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it was going around like everyone was talking about it. So Bobby on Black's Tropical Homestead found out about this. And his absolute favorite dessert was like his mom's banana cream pie. And so like right after he learned about this, his mom brought him a banana cake. He could not eat it. He like gagged on it. Like he literally could not eat it knowing that it was made with artificial vanilla that came from a beaver. Yes. So make your own vanilla or win it from Jesse. Well, yeah. Canning, like, I don't know. I don't have any. I've seen Canadian Tire carries canning stuff. Walmart, No Frills had the pectin on sale. Home Hardware has a lot of the stuff. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. Yes, this is one of my other questions. What is your favorite thing to can besides ground beef?
You can go, Lisa.
Well, I guess it depends on what you make after it. So, not that it's the easiest, or I don't know. I just like it all. I mean, once I started, it's like, oh, what I was thinking of, what can I do next? What can I do next? And so, but they always say, don't can stuff that you're not going to eat.
Right.
So, I was doing a lot of pork and chicken and hamburger meat. So, I mean, it's all, I don't know. I like it all. I don't have one
I just
favorite.
saw a ton of jars in
Hands down, my favorite.
Walmart. Yours what?
My favorite is.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Yeah.
Sauce. That is
I can't understand you.
any better now?
No, you're getting choppy. I don't know if it's my end or your end. Maybe just turn your mic on and off.
It might be me. I hear you guys.
Okay, we'll play charades. We'll try and guess what your favorite thing is. Yeah, she's on a delay. Oh, no. Yeah, the prices have gone up for sure. It could be my internet. I've been having trouble with my internet all week long, so I was like, I warned them both. Hopefully my internet doesn't go out tonight.
Yeah.
If I do, just carry on without me.
Sounds good to me. I mean, we're not having any problems. Sounds good.
All right, so you said tomato sauce? I think I made out tomato. TT, did you say tomato sauce? Okay.
She keeps freezing.
For like making. Okay, you know what? I'm going to drop you down and add you back up again. Let's try that. Let's see if that refreshed at all. Sorry about that. All right, did I miss anyone coming in? Everyone's just... Oh, Katrina's sister. How are you? Welcome in. There we go. Jalapeno candy. Yes, I'm going to make that. Did you get the video out yet? Where's the video, Lisa? I need to know how to do it. I've made it, but I just haven't canned it. The cowboy candy.
Oh, the candied jalapenos. No, we've got today's I think tomorrow's the last day to stir it, and then we'll can it.
Stir it?
Mm-hmm.
You set it? You let it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to watch the video.
I'll have to watch the video. Oh. Well, hurry up. Hurry up with that video. Yeah, last year I did like a spicier version. I just did all the peppers I had. So I did jalapenos and scotch bonnets and mild peppers, and it was super hot. Okay, jelly is a clear gelled fruit with added sugar and acid if needed. A perfect jelly should be clear, not cloudy, jiggled when touched, but not hard or rubbery. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, much better.
Okay, sweet.
Did you kick the kids off the internet? No. Okay, so you like doing tomato sauce, right? So you make...
Stop.
I do tomato products. So salsa, tomato sauce, whole tomatoes, diced tomatoes. Because I'm going to use them again. Stewed, crushed, anything.
Right. Put
So
a video
like
out.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
It's going to go further for me.
Okay, yeah. So the jam is made the juice only. And then, no,
Yeah,
jelly. Sorry,
jam
jelly
is
is the juice only. Jam's all the good stuff.
Jelly
So it has
is the
fiber.
jelly. And then marmalade usually has like the peels in it and
Oh,
everything, which makes it
I
even
love marmalade.
better.
Generally used for accompaniment to breakfast pastries or breads. Can also use for savory sauces. The best jams with the best set are the ones made with medium to high natural pectin. um, crab apples have high natural pectin. So when I made the crab apple jelly, I still haven't got. I just echoed. I still haven't got that video, have I? Oops. I got so many videos backlogged to film, but basically it is just crab apple juice and sugar. That's it. Super easy. It was nice not having to deal with everything else, because when I did the Huckleberry one last year, it was a ton of stuff. All right, Gina's on it with the questions tonight. Do you prefer water bath or pressure canning most, and why? I should have her host.
Gina's awesome.
Gina is awesome.
For me, pressure canning is easier. It takes longer to can the actual jar food, but it's not as time consuming as well.
But you just said it takes 75 minutes.
But you just sit it there.
Okay, you can walk away though. Okay.
Yes, you can sit it there and walk away. Whereas if you're doing jam and stuff like that, you have to sit there and stir it and stir it and stir it.
While you're canning it?
That's a problem.
No, not water bath canning, but I mean the preparation and everything.
Oh, I see.
A lot longer.
Yeah. You got to get one of those automatic stirrers.
And that's exactly what I have. As I said, I don't have that problem. I'm all about my gadgets. It does it for me. I enjoy water bath canning and pressure canning equally. I can do them both at the same time.
Oh, she's double duty.
If I'm determined, I'm going to get it done.
We're getting it all done tonight, boys. Get all your pots, bring them around. Anne has been canning all kinds of tomatoes. Good job. So far, our tomatoes are just for eating. I made salsa today with some, though. And a couple of jalapenos from the garden. And some cilantro from the garden. And some Saison, not from the garden. I wish I could grow that. And I did look for the Mrs. Whatever. Mrs. Martha's Wages. Mrs. Wages, that's what it is. Yeah, we don't have that. There was another brand that I saw at Walmart here. I didn't get it though because I didn't know what it was like. Like, does it have anything to do with the canning? Like, does it help with the canning and all of the acidity stuff, or is it just the flavor?
It's just the flavor. It doesn't help.
Flavor. Okay, so you can just make it with whatever I can get my hands on. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Cans venison and venison burger without a pressure cooker. Honestly, I have no idea if that's allowed or not. I canned nothing yet, but I've been serving lots of herbs. Very nice. Yeah, I've bought a bunch of herbs that I stick them in the dehydrator and then I don't bother to turn it on because they dry out naturally, but it keeps them nice and neat. I also do my seeds in there without turning it on. Marmalade. Yes, marmalade should have the right ratio of soft jelly from the juice to pea. Yes. And actually here at the Asian market, you can go in and buy, and it's not technically grapefruit. It's another fruit that's very common in Asia. And it's called like citron. And don't tell Sherry and Bobby, they're going to have to buy a tray. It's a different name. It's kind of like a cross between a lemon and an orange or something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but you can buy it at the grocery. You can buy it at the Asian market, and it comes in a big jar of it, right? And the first time I had seen it there, but I hadn't really thought about it. I went to the Thai restaurant, and they offered grapefruit iced tea, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds good. I'll try grapefruit iced tea." And it comes, and it's got like these chunks of grapefruit and stuff in it, and I'm like, it was delicious. I'm like, what is this? They literally take a big spoonful of the marmalade and add a little bit of boiling water to mix it up. And then you can either drink it hot with more hot water, or you can pour it over ice and have it as like an iced. And I was like, what? But you can do that with any. You can do that with marmalade. You can do that with any. You can do it with any jam. Basically, you can turn it into.
You can do that with any. We've used it as a glaze.
Yeah.
We've used it as like
Yeah.
over strawberries or over ice cream, and we kind of melted it. You expand. You can do so much with it.
Okay, so the butters, like the apple butter and that. I've never really. I had apple butter years ago, and I don't remember being impressed with it. I'd have to try it again. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh wow, we're throwing out all the knowledge tonight. Okay, conserve is usually a combination of 2 or more fruits, often with dried fruit and nuts cooked with sugar. Conserves are usually have a chunky texture and served often with cheeses and meats. Sounds delicious. Is that similar to a compote? Now he's gonna have to Google compote. Have you ever canned something that was a fail? And by fail, do you mean somebody died or
Oh wow!
Just like it just didn't turn out right. It didn't pop. It didn't taste good. It just was like, I'm never doing that again. I've canned one thing and it worked, so I'm off the hook for this question.
I've had it where it doesn't seal, but I never look at not sealing as a fail.
Okay.
I'm just going to eat it right then.
You just eat it right then.
There, or
you try to recan it or no?
Refrigerate.
Or you can.
Oh, okay.
I would say if it's a fail, it's something that we just didn't like. It didn't taste good. I did like a split pea. It wasn't good, but it wasn't.
Okay.
So it wasn't good.
Yeah. I'll take your word for it, Tony. No, I'm not one that's all hung up on rules and whatever. Potatoes. Okay, so like whole potatoes, round potatoes, diced potatoes.
I don't like potatoes too much either. I feel like they're really starchy. So either they have beans too. They have problems sealing, or with potatoes when I go to cook them, they're extremely starchy, and you almost have to like really work to get it to do like mashed potatoes or something. We're not potato fans.
When you can them. Oh, I love potatoes, but I don't know. I've never had canned potatoes.
We are dehydrated them and froze them, but canning, they don't turn out very good.
Okay, so what I mean by using my dehydrator is I don't turn it on. I just use the trays because it sits there, and I have the Excalibur. It's got 9 trays in it, and I pull them out, and I put my little whatever seeds I'm drying on a piece of paper with it scrawled on, and I can put like 4 or 5 seeds on each tray, and then leave it in there, and I just let them naturally dry on their own. But it beats having like 10 million paper plates all over that get moved around and knocked and whatever. So. I just use it kind of to store the seeds in there, but I don't turn it on because they would go flying out for one thing. See, here we go. Citron. Citrus Medica. I wonder if Bobby's got some of these. I'll have to take another trip down to Florida. Okay. It is a large fragrant citrus fruit with a thick rind. It is one of the original citrus fruits from which all other citrus developed through natural hybrid specification or artificial hybridization. Very cool. God, these are like tongue twisters going on here, Jazzy. Potatoes, I have failed canning as well. Okay. Easy peasy for beginners is Mrs. Wages. I see. Okay. Awesome. What I need to do is I gotta remember to order me some Mexican oregano. Cannot find it up here at all. I'm gonna have to order it off Amazon, I think. Compote. A compote is a vessel type of vase, maybe. Here they refer to compote as it's like a mixture of kind of like a fruit, like a chutney. A compote, a chutney, something like that. Hey, Flicker Hill, welcome in. Yukon Golds, yeah, Yukon Golds are soft. Maybe that's where you went wrong. On canned potatoes. Rinse after opening the jar. If you did a raw pack to get most of the starch out. Good tip. Thank you. Because I don't use it all the time. But then it's like my husband wants to go make jerky, and I'm like, can you wait like 2 more days? Because I got like 30 different varieties of seeds in there that aren't quite ready yet. Hi, Lisa, if that was you. Don't know what that's referring to.
Yeah.
What is the difference with Mexican oregano? Well, Mexican oregano, because I was looking all over here for it. That's what I always grew up using was Mexican oregano. And then sometimes at home you'd have like Greek oregano. So here you can only get the Greek oregano. Mexican oregano is actually not an oregano at all. It is I think it's in the mint family. It is not a true oregano. And it's very, very different. And so the first time I tried a Mexican recipe, I think I was doing a salsa or something. And I was like, oh, I'll just use this oregano. And it was like, no, it was bad. We have a canned turkey, made bone broth and canned that, tomatoes and salsa all in the last few days. Wow.
She was busy.
And the thing is that I think the part that sucks about canning is it's always in the summer when it's already hot.
Yeah.
And then,
No,
so that's why. Well, you can, yeah, but that's like that's when your tomatoes come in, right? Like that's when your tomatoes are coming in. Oh, there. Thanks, Jesse. I'm gonna have to order that. Thank you. I will come back and order that after the show. We love Mexican oregano. We ordered what we thought was going to be, but it was a different version. Yeah. So then, yeah. And it just does not taste right. Compote is both a fruit chutney thing, and it's also the word for a footed dish vessel that you use for cut flower arrangements. I have never heard it as a cut flower arrangement thingy. Maybe that's a Nova Scotian thingy. I don't know. It could be regional. And now he's got more Mexican oregano. Yeah, because there's a recipe I was watching last night, and she was like, for this recipe, add in your Mexican oregano. Because sometimes she'll say just use whatever oregano you have. She goes, for this recipe, if you do not have Mexican oregano, leave it out. Do not put anything else in it, because it was a very simple recipe that she was making. Wow. I love Rick Bayless, and I like Gina, and I like Views on the Road is my regular. Oops, I'm getting caught in my cord. The YouTube one that I watch a lot too. Views on the Road. It's two sisters that make delicious Mexican food, and I like their personalities and whatever. Rick Bayless really focuses more on like the Yucatan style Mexican food, which is very good, but it's not the style of Mexican food I grew up with from the West Coast.
That's not real Mexican food.
Which one?
The West Coast.
The West Coast of Mexico?
No. Oh,
Oregon. You're telling me
I'm thinking
immigrants from Oregon do not make authentic Mexican food? Come on. You'll have to tell my neighbor that. Actually, she was from Texas, but she was Texican, is what she said. But yeah. Well, like, no, like even if you go like to Puerto Vallarta and all that, you don't taste the same as if you're in like Yucatan, right? Like they use a lot of different flavors and
right.
Corn tortillas versus flour tortillas and all that. Mm-hmm. Yes, we love his recipes. I had him do a cameo. Oh, very cool. Yeah, he's got like a restaurant and all that. I do really enjoy his channel, and I like that he goes down there and then he comes back and he makes stuff here and there as well. Yes, I love this. They're funny sisters, and yes, it's easy. They're entertaining to watch, right? Sometimes I'll watch it even if I'm not planning on making the recipes. I just find them entertaining, I guess. So, and the food, like, she just makes it down below. I missed Gina's question.
And a request.
I'm not seeing any of these things. I'm flying through. Oh, the summer class.
There's so many.
Yes, answer. TT, tell us about your class you took this summer.
So I took a class, and it was through the Peru Extension Office, and it was actually a master's class. So I'm a master home food preserver. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't just canning. It was
you gotta come up with a better name for that. You gotta come up with a better name for that.
Dehydrating free.
Yeah.
Canning, smoking and fermenting. It was a week-long class. I had to
Okay.
take a certification exam. I really liked it because it really got to the ring. If you want to know about canning, because you can't, and it kind of went with Gina's question, you can go out there and kind of do what you want to. I feel like just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean it's right. I'm not going to tell you to do something and potentially harm you. So you do you. But when I'm doing my stuff, I'm going to make sure that I'm telling you something that is right, that is safe. And then I have peace of mind that you're safe because you trusted me. So it kind of got down to the nitty gritty and showed how you could do everything, and really explained why certain recipes should be followed a certain way.
Wow, it sounds like a very interesting and educational week. I enjoy taking classes and learning stuff like that. Yeah, you've done some that are not ball. Like I picked up 3 canning books at the library. One of them's ball, and then the other 2 are other 2 canning books with recipes in it. So I mean,
I have done
I think
some that aren't ball, but they are approved recipes. Like I said, just because it's on YouTube
it's gotta be
doesn't mean
approved.
it's
Yeah.
true. Just because it's in a book doesn't necessarily mean that it's approved. So I do make sure that it is approved, or follow the guidelines and everything. Because like I said,
Okay.
it's not just me that's eating it. I don't want to make
Yeah, exactly.
my husband or my mom sick or something.
Yeah, I hear
That's
you.
horrible.
This story. We went on a missions trip to the Dominican and allowed some of them to try Dove chocolates, and wow, the faces they made. Not used to our sweet chocolates. Yeah. Yeah, like when you
Wow.
go to Cuba, the chocolate down there. Pass. Stick with the flan. I don't know what they do with it. I don't know what they're doing to the chocolate. Hey, Miss Shirley, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, Miss Shirley.
Nice to see you in here. Gather Together Homestead. And then Adrian, I commented on your comment, but I don't know if I actually greeted you coming in. So thank you for coming in. Indiana Backyard Gardener. Jesse's dropping links. Did I miss any other questions? So she asked about the ball. And I know, Lisa, I think like your watermelon jam when you said was from a different.
Yes.
Approved,
It wasn't
whatever.
not from a ball. Yeah, it was not.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
It is so good. My daughter's like, it's like putting a Jolly Rancher on my toast. And her favorite freezy flavor is watermelon, and it just kind of has that similar, I don't know. It's really good. We have some watermelon in the fridge, and I'm like,
That one's easy to make.
Very easy.
Yeah.
That one was very easy to make.
Do you have to add pectin, I'm assuming, and
Yes.
does it cook for a while, or like it's so watery? You have to cook it down?
Yeah, I think maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Lisa, if you're doing a lot of jams and jelly, the jam and jelly maker, I think you would find really beneficial because you can walk away. You don't have to stand there and stir it. You can multitask and everything. And it beeps. It tells you exactly what to do.
But that's a small batch jelly maker, isn't it?
It is a small batch. For some things, for like jelly for the jelly where it's like just liquid, I have doubled it and I can get like 8 or 9 out of it. If I'm doing a jam, I don't really double it because the jam takes up more space, the contents and everything.
Right.
But
so is it like a separate?
It always says. Yes, it's a machine, and like she was saying, if you're doing it on the stove, you do have to stand there and stir. So for 20 minutes,
I have an automatic pot stirrer. It's a battery operated like stirring thing that goes around like this, and it goes in the pot, and it can go in all different size pots and containers. So it's great for making like a custard or any kind of a cream sauce and stuff like that you don't want to have to stir. So that might be something. Jesse, look that up. Automatic pot stirrer. You can buy it on Amazon. My dad bought it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and it is super handy when I remember to use it. What state are you in, and what canning recipe is unique to your state or Commonwealth, if any?
Oh, that's a good question.
Interesting. I'm in Ontario and no idea. Probably something with maple syrup, mousse, or bacon jam. Bacon jam's pretty big here.
Sounds good. I'm in Indiana, and we're kind of just known for our corn, so I'm not going to say really unique corn.
Cream
That's
corn. Cream corn, no. And what's Texas famous for canning? Brisket.
No, I don't think canning, but probably jerky or something like that. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
For preserving. Okay. Yeah, here I would say it's probably like meat. Yeah, jerky. Like there's a lot of hunting and stuff around here too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moose jerky.
Yeah, barbecue sauce maybe, or
Kettle Kitchen. I am thinking about finding out if there's a problem in the canning community. SPT says it is done by an approved method, doing your own research, etc. I feel. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You gotta do your own research for everything. My grandma used to make jelly, and she put a paraffin on top of the jars and set the lids on. I've seen they sell paraffin in that section, but I don't know what the heck you're supposed to do with it.
that's what they used to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't recommend that now.
It's like a wax seal.
Just on top of it after you can it, just to make sure it doesn't.
No, after you cook it, then they would put the wax on this to seal the jar. You don't water bath it.
Oh,
yeah, my mom. I asked my mom about that. She said she never really didn't know what the water bath was, but they put wax on top, or they would turn the jars upside down.
I know I've heard about the flipping them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I had no idea. That's cool. The recipes can be used by their own admission. They help
it's not okay, but I do it.
This added to the shortage of. I lost his comment. We'll find it. See, no one got sick. Well, see, that was what I found. Hey, David, welcome in. That's what I found was interesting about Blue's comments was how in the UK, everything is very, very different than it is here in the US, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you watch, preserving methods of people in Europe, and it's like they've been doing it like this for thousands of years, and then here people are like freaking out. It's like no. So yeah, exactly. You have to do your own research and do what you're comfortable with, and be safe.
Yeah, I do what you're comfortable with. I always say that 50 years ago, it was okay to drive your kids around without car seats. I can remember just laying on the floor. But now I would never do that with my grandkids. They're going to get buckled in. So for my peace of mind, I just do it that way.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, people used to smoke and drink while driving and all that. The good old days. Thanks, LP. Go finish harvesting and listening. Nope. Stop listening and go harvesting. We will see you later. Thanks for coming in. 2 years ago. There we go. Solely because of financial gain. Hey, you know what? It's big business, big money. I don't trust anyone. Follow the money. Follow the money. Exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know. But they still have it there. So then I was thinking it was just to make your bottles fancy, like when you buy like the Maker's Mark whiskey and then they dip it in the red wax at the end and seal it up. New format making the paraffin is causing mold underneath it. Well, that's not good.
Now, sometimes you can use the wax, like if you're melting chocolate, you mix it in a little bit in with the chocolate because it's food grade wax. But I've seen recipes that call for that, especially if you.
I've had that chocolate
set, and
maybe that's what they're using in Cuba. It's not. That's like when you get the $2 advent calendar. That's what that is. It's all wax with just a little bit of
chocolate flavoring.
Oh, you got your seeds from Ukraine today. Awesome. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people have been ordering from there over the past few years, and amazing prices. It just takes a while, especially here in Canada, because everything takes forever to ship. But oh wow, lots of links. Yes, altitude chart. I am at 750 feet. Yeah. I had to Google that.
We're at only 70.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what she's laughing about. She's laughing. Good for her. Yeah, I remember one time we were camping in the San Juan Islands, which is just off the coast of like Victoria up in Seattle area, right? It's in the Puget Sound. And like we're like on the beach basically and boiling water. And the lady was like taking forever. And she's facing away from the ocean. And she's like, this water is taking forever to boil. She goes, I wonder if it's the elevation. What elevation are we at? And I'm like,
Yeah.
6 feet. Oh, there's a bit of a shore. And then she turned around and saw the ocean behind her, about died laughing. She's like, never mind. Oh no. Lisa got a bunch of hate comments after her seed haul video. Oh, that's too bad.
What? Huh? What?
A seed haul video.
Not me. What?
I don't know which Lisa. Did you have a seed haul video? Or when you won seeds? Maybe when you won seeds. Were people complaining that you always win?
Maybe the only one I win from is Joe, Garden State Gardener. We did that in the last mail call.
I don't know. Indy, I think she's been drinking. I don't know.
I can't help it.
Oh yeah. Well, you and Jesse right there. You got two chances. You got double the chances. I'm gonna come in with my other YouTube account.
It's actually more because we're members too, so you get a chance
to
get your name on there for being a member.
Right. Experimented once. It was not really canning, but I took my hot banana pepper juice and added my habanero. Oh, yep. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's like a pickle, right? It's more of like a quick pickle type thing. I've done a lot of pickling over the whiles. Last year I did like the Jamaican pepper pickle.
Lisa from our Georgia suburban homestead. Then they were calling her something.
Oh.
Well, Lisa from our Georgia suburban homestead.
Haven't we done enough for them? Bet you got your shots too. Oh, okay.
That's terrible.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, I don't know. Unfortunately, I missed all that. People like to stir the pot.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of fridge sweet pepper pickles. That sounds delicious. My grandmother was a fan of anything and everything pickled as well. Like you open up her fridge, she never did any cooking, but she had every possible vegetable pickled in hot, spicy, like honestly, jars like asparagus and beans and all kinds of stuff. She didn't make them.
I've got some hot peppers. I think I'm just going to pickle them because I'm not sure what else I'm going to do with them.
Yeah, who was it that just did a video where they pickled some hot peppers and looked really good? I have a video coming up. I haven't done it yet because I just picked them today. The little red cherry peppers. And I'm going to stuff them with like a cheese. I think it's feta and some herbs. And then you marinate them in olive oil. Well, they say not to use olive oil because it gets solid and cloudy in there. But I don't have any avocado oil and I don't like using some of the other oils. I don't think they're healthy. So I will just let it, I won't worry about it being, I do that with it happens to your tomatoes too when you do like the tomato compote or the sun-dried tomatoes and oil, whatever. Put them in I much prefer to use the actual, cherry. I'm really excited to make these. Yeah. How long peppers and vinegar last in the fridge? Forever. No, I don't know. Mine have lasted a very long time. And then sometimes when they're like all of a sudden they're like that. They're not supposed to be beige. Yeah. I made chili with them. It was absolutely way too hot. Have the chili all to yourself. That's awesome. Yep. Everyone else is like, nope, absolutely not. What type of hots? Are you talking to me? Last year I had a bunch of different hot peppers. I had Jamaican. Well, no, I thought I had Jamaican hot chocolate. It turned out they were just Scotch bonnets. But I had Scotch bonnets, habaneros, cayenne, Bolivian rainbow. You have to go back and watch my harvest video from last year. I can't remember. And I can't remember all the ones I have this year, but I did find I have an ahi fantasy growing. It's super tiny, but super excited I found that today. Oh, we got another question from Gina. What is something that you can that is somewhat different from the common canned items? Ooh, something unique. Something unique.
Lisa, you want to go first?
Probably. Well, the only thing I can think of is like it's the jelly, but it was the prickly pear jelly. It's the cactus fruit.
Mm, that is so good.
That's the only thing I can. Otherwise, it's just meats and jams and salsa and potatoes and. So
I love we can hear Jesse whispering in the background.
Oh,
You can be on camera, Jesse. You don't have to be off camera.
He's moderating. He's on.
Oh, the balsamic. That's good. Yeah.
I love the balsamic. I love the balsamic.
Okay, now let's just turn into an ASMR channel.
I think for me, I canned sliced green tomatoes with the purpose of being able to later. And I've done. I think the other thing that I like that we really like is called a Creole sauce. It's kind of like a tomato based again, but it's seasoned really well. You could put it over rice and shrimp and chicken, and it's really good. Mm-hmm.
Is that on your channel?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought I'd seen Creole sauce when I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching so many videos lately. It's hard to remember who posted what.
They all run together.
It all runs together after a while. I saw someone can it. I don't know who it was or where it was. And Garden Master, you made it in. No worries. Nice. Our favorites are Thai. Ooh. Thai and cayenne hot sauce. Very nice. Our neighbor up the street has probably 20 pots, decent sized pots too, of Thai peppers lining her driveway, and they are going bonkos. Like,
wow,
they are just full. And she's Vietnamese. They make a hot pepper sauce out of it that only the dad likes to eat. So I don't know why they have so many, because I don't know how much hot sauce this guy can eat in a year. But so I'm sure she's canning. What is this? I need all help we can get. Yeah, so Indiana Backyard Gardener, Adrian is making a banana pepper pickle video. She's doing it right now. Yes, the ghost. The ghost who loves balsamic. Hi, Gina. I'm Miss Shirley. Hi, Mike. Did you put some okra in the Creole sauce?
I did not. Okra is my husband's thing, but I'm surprised he didn't. Maybe we didn't have okra at the time, because I can see him making the canned okra and tomato Creole sauce. He's all about
I'm growing okra for the first time. And I've never had a lot of okra.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had it where it was absolutely delicious, and that was when it was diced up and thrown in a cornmeal batter and deep fried with shrimp on a po' boy. And that was amazing. So that is my main plan for it. But my neighbor next door, who's Trinidadian, she loves okra. She uses it a lot. She takes it and she'll slice it up. Like, she'll be sitting outside, we'll be chatting and whatever, and she slices it all up, and then she puts it out flat on a cookie sheet and lets it like dry out in the sun for a bit. And she says that's how her mom always did it, to take the sliminess out of it. So I don't know. I'm like, is that what everybody does, or?
No, but I will try that, because that's why we don't like it. It's slimy.
Yeah, it's a little too slimy. And so she goes, yeah, it really helps.
Oh, I know what I do.
Oh, can the mod put Tia's link, please? Sorry about that. Jesse's on it. Don't worry. The ghost is on it.
We like it fried okra.
Fried, yeah. Yeah. I have not tried it raw. I know Danny tried it raw last year out in her garden. She tasted it and she's like, oh, it's not bad. But I have never tried it raw. What's the type of pepper? Dark green and grows between 10 to 14 inches in length. Is a chew activated heat. I grew the one at Poblano. I'm trying to think what.
I was just thinking Poblano.
My Poblanos are pretty big. I am not the pepper person to be asking. You need to go ask Is it Jimmy Pickles or one of those pepper guys? Arsenic. I was going to call him arsenic element. It's arsenic. Okay. Oh gosh, the way Joe says it every time, it cracks me up. Pickled okra. See, I've heard of that too. So if I have enough, I might try it because I swear to God, you like turnips.
That's
Not a
pretty
huge
good
fan.
too.
Pickle a turnip.
Mhm.
I'm over the moon. I love pickled turnips, especially in like a shawarma. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, Tia Drummond, and she likes raw okra. Well, good for you. Wait a minute. All right. I don't know what Jesse's watching now. All right, Jesse.
No, he was pulling up her channel. So he
Oh,
could link it.
that's on that account. Okay. We've all had that experience tonight.
You've got that.
Every one of us has had to deal with that when you open your channel and then that video starts playing and you have to listen to it every time. It seems like if it's your channel, your page, YouTube should know not to play it because you've already watched it. Okay, so like you like pickled okra, lumbra. We still talking about peppers here? I've never heard of that pepper. I like okra stew with tomatoes. I've had okra raw, but it's better when they're very small, right? Oh no, you're killing me or trying. I'm not getting that. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. I don't know where that came from, but hell yeah. I love me some fried plantains. Oh yeah.
Now I did can some, and I was just thinking of, because in my mind I'm thinking everything I have in my pantry, some cactus. Now you get
like, yeah.
And it's slimy like okra is, but you cook it for so long. But I like it in my eggs.
Oh, okay.
But I actually canned it, so and it worked out good.
Because I can buy it here at the grocery store and they have it like my daughter's always looking at it. She's like, canned cactus? But I've had like cactus like salad and stuff. But I think that was probably fresh when they do it like as like a almost like a coleslaw type, shredded and put on top of tacos and stuff. I don't know. I don't remember it being slimy.
I think I asked if I was the master gardener. No, honestly, to be transparent, I suck at gardening, but I am a master preserver.
She's a master preserver. That's still not working for me. We still got to come up with a better name.
Got to roll off the tongue.
Do you ferment also, Tia? Do you ferment?
I do. Yes. I with fermenting, my big issue is I forget about it, and it's 6 months later, and it should not have went long. So I have to get better at on it. But I just did kombucha, and I plan on doing here soon.
Yeah. Okay. Jimmy Pickles, and then yes, there's a channel called Arsenic Element, and he does a lot of pepper reviews and stuff. Yeah. Javarsky. You know what? I did grow the Javarsky. And it was surprisingly spicy. Mine were all red though. Mine came in totally red. And New Mexico 6. I have not had a single spicy New Mexico 6. My New Mexico 6 and my Big Jims, which are a version of it. I haven't tried the Big Jims yet this year, but my New Mexico 6s, they were like a bell pepper to me. Like there was no heat in them at all, which I was kind of surprised because I always thought, but you know what? We bought Hatches a few years ago to roast and they didn't have any heat either. Because my daughter ate the whole thing, no problem. Master Canner Preserver. We got to work on that title.
Thanks.
I freeze a lot of things. That's my preservation of choice. When we have leftovers and we're kind of tired of it for so long, I'll divvy it. If there's not a lot left, I'll kind of put it into portion size and throw it in the freezer so I can just heat it up for lunches and stuff like that.
If you don't want to freeze, you shouldn't live in Canada.
Well, you know what, Jesse? I haven't had to have my air conditioning on in like 2 weeks.
Oh, well, that's
And
good.
I've been able to just go out and work in the garden and sit on my deck and relax. And it has been an absolutely beautiful summer. We've been averaging probably like this week we were a bit warmer. I think we were like 81. Honestly, it has been probably one of the coolest summers on record. And my
Now you're showing off.
I know. And at first I was feeling bad. I really did not want to, rub it in to all y'all that are dying of heat. But then I'm like, no, because y'all are going to be making fun of me all winter long when I'm out shoveling and you're sitting there, out with your hoses. Oh, those hoses. I was so mad at the beginning of the, okay, we'll get to zucchini in a minute. But yeah, okay. So we start the MIG grow off, right? Oh, we're growing this in a bucket. Okay, I didn't know what I was getting into. We got people down in Florida going to the store and buying starts and sticking them in the bucket and then using their hose to water them in. And I'm like, I don't get to turn my hose on until May.
Yeah.
And we don't get starts in the store until May.
You can't even invent
Seeds
the
only.
hose
I tried to
until
start
May.
with seeds. Yeah. So I was like, oh my goodness, they're okay. I'm so far behind in the chat now. So we have a question about zucchini. What have I done with zucchini? I made zucchini bread. My favorite way to use zucchini is zucchini fritters. It's quick, it's easy, and my daughter loves them, so she will eat them. Or zucchini quesadillas. Oh, that's an amazing recipe. Super simple. You slice up your zucchini really thin. You put it in a pan with some oil and garlic, fresh garlic and salt, and you just cook it down until it gets kind of mushy. And then you add in a bunch of cheese and let it sit. And then you do your corn tortillas. You get them warmed up and you put that in between it and squish it and serve it with salsa. Absolutely delicious.
I think our favorite is like the zucchini chips. We just like to season it and dehydrate it. And I forget who asked, but I've done all methods of preserving. So freezing, dehydrating, fermenting. So I like it all.
Hey, Bonnie. Oh my goodness. Artist in a garden. How are you? I haven't seen you in ages. She's been gallivanting all around.
They're tomato slices.
Tomato slices.
Oh, nice.
I
dehydrated
that I dehydrated, and they March 20th actually.
Did you season them?
I did. I have some Italian seasoning on them.
Nice. I want to do that. That's on my list.
And then when I did the tomato, our video on the Casino Pro, the tomato, I dehydrated the skins and the seeds, and so I turned it into tomato powder.
I've done that. Those are great on like salad.
And then nothing gets wasted.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not our cross, Joe. It's decently well done.
That was fun.
Oh, okay.
And you feel good. You feel good about not wasting anything.
Hey, lots of hay going on. Yeah, I was wondering how the tomato skin powder went.
It's nice.
It's I've only used it a couple times. Hamburger meat, and a couple of soups. Yeah,
I was just thinking you can use it in soups as a thickener. And that's natural. So in canning, you can't really use like cornstarch and anything as a thickener, but you can use that. So that's really good too.
So if you want to put that in with when you're canning.
If you're looking to thicken something up, you could use the skins.
But after you, when you open the can that you've canned, whatever the product
I've done it like in vegetable soup. Usually it's the vegetable soup that I want a little bit thicker. I don't do a lot, but like while I'm cooking it before I can, I have put a little bit of tomato skins in there because I'm using a tomato broth anyways. So it's in the soup. So I'm just using what we already know is approved for canning, and it works.
Yeah. Okay, I have a quick question about the dehydrated onions. Does it make the whole house smell like onions? Like that would be my concern.
Yes, I do my onions and garlic out in the garage.
Outside. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, oh my goodness, like that just
Yeah.
seems like that would be a disaster.
I think it all it depends on how much you have, because when I did, well, mine are green onions, so
Oh,
I don't remember it
Yeah, I
being.
think green onions don't.
Yeah,
Like I don't do. I don't even turn it on for the green onions. I just let them sit in there in my dehydrator. So I don't want to add heat if I don't have to and it's hot. Otherwise, yeah, I'll take it and do it outside or in the garage. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Joe, welcome in. Nice to see you in here tonight.
Nice.
How is the ankle going? That's beautiful.
it's on my list.
I did that one. Okay, so I did that like 2 years
Flavor
ago.
is really, really, really good.
I did that and I dehydrated. I sliced them all up and I put them on the thing and then they stick to the thing and then you have to scrape them off the thing and then I put them in the oil. I did the whole like sun-dried tomato thingy.
Wax
And
paper, wax
I was just thinking wax paper.
I have the silicone thingy, right? Yeah, I have the silicone thingy. It's not
I
supposed
still
to stick.
oil
Mine's-
mine. If I'm doing leather, you got to put some oil or something.
Really? Because I didn't have a problem with the leather on it, but I had a problem with the tomato. Anyways, I did them and they were absolutely delicious. And I don't know how many tomatoes I did. And I sliced them I took hours slicing them and putting them out on the trays. And then they dehydrated. And I spent so much time and I got this jar like this big. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, for a jar this big. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then it was really tasty. And then last summer, Kiki at Urban Girl Gardening, she did a video on tomato compote. And I was like, well, what the heck is tomato compote? So basically, it's you just take a bunch of tomatoes and olive oil and garlic and herbs, and you throw it on a sheet pan and you put it in the oven until they all get nice and caramely or whatever. And then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So and it tastes like sun-dried tomatoes. And it is like a fraction of the work. So yeah, I would just like, I am never dehydrating tomatoes the regular way again to do a sun-dried to put in oil, right? If you're just going to leave them like that, then yes, but to put them back in there, I'm like, no. It snows in Pennsylvania in April at times, especially we don't get started. Yeah, we weren't. You use it like tomato paste. That's cool, really cool.
So Brampton, did you have any other canning questions for us?
I had a list somewhere, and
Somewhere.
I find it. I emailed it to myself. I think I went through some. Okay. Here's one. What is your family's favorite thing that you can? What did they ask for? Okay, we know Jesse's asking for the balsamic.
Hands down, mine is a peach cobbler jam that I do.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
That is their favorite.
Our favorite, yes. Now, do you ever so it tastes like peach cobbler, but it's not like you make peach cobbler with it, right? Because I see a lot of people canning like pie fillings, but it's it just tastes like it.
It's jam, so you can put it on bread, whatever you want. Like I said, we'll do like vanilla ice cream and then melt it down a little bit, and drizzle a little over top. And then I have an apple pie that I do as well that they really like.
Apple pie jam or filling? I'm still confused.
Okay,
just jam. All jam. Awesome.
Do you have videos on it?
Yeah.
How are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for dropping in. Your family's favorite are green beans.
Those are great too.
That's impressive. No one here, I love green beans. No one here really likes green beans. I'm not a fan of. I prefer frozen green beans.
They don't. I mean, you have to add the seasoning after you take them out of the jar, because otherwise they're just not very good.
It is really time consuming, and it's so steamy and hot. Like this jam I made, I was like, why didn't I do this outside? I'm dying. I was like sweating.
But we also
it tastes like peach cobbler.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to look that up on your channel. Peaches are one of my favorite fruits, but
really
love it. Yeah, we're down here in the Gulf, and so if the hurricane comes through, we've lost power for like 9 days at a time. So now with all this, we have natural gas stove, and I can still cook. So if we lose power, I still have all this food.
Lisa's cooking.
That's wonderful.
I'm getting ready. And
They lose power. He can't do anything else. Lisa, chop, chop. You can still get in there and cook. Jesse's still getting his jams.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all on the shelf.
Okay, let me go back to my list. Okay, yes. Who taught you how to can?
Lisa, do you want to answer first?
I think I don't remember when I first did the blueberries and stuff. I don't remember if I just happened to look online or what, but my mom did canning when we were growing up, but she didn't necessarily teach us girls. She also worked too. Both my parents worked, but my dad did a lot of the baking, and so we learned how. I like to bake. But canning, Leanne at Mennonite Farmhouse in March, I guess. Pretty much.
Oh, I would say YouTube for sure. Yeah, YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I
am
would ask.
self-taught. I think when I first started doing, none of my family did it. They all looked at me like I was crazy. And it wasn't until like I was in the middle of doing something that I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. It was before YouTube, so I didn't have YouTube University.
Okay, yeah.
So I just kept running back and forth to the store, and I got a ball book, and I just did it on the fly. But then that like opened something up, and I loved it.
We got someone in the Gulf Coast area. And yes, cucamelons. I'm a huge fan of cucamelons, and I did do some pickled. I actually cheated and just threw them in a jar of empty dill pickle jar when we finished it, and I kept the brine, and I just threw some cucamelons in there, and then they were really good.
Cool. On that, we're in the southern Houston area.
Yeah, there's like a private conversation going on here. Sorry for butting in. Good night, Miss Ann. Go say hi to Monica and Eric. We know where you're going. We know where you're going. You have to be shy. She's got another live. That lady's got the full dance card. Yeah, super cheater pickles. Absolutely. Yes, do that if you have any too many. Yeah, I love cucamelons. Mine have not. I haven't produced any yet. They're flowering. They just started flowering. Everything has been really, really far behind. I was late getting the cucamelons in the ground, though. Like I was late getting them in. And
Joe's been busy. Joe's got a video out of us probably singing.
oh no. Oh, all of us. Oh,
yeah, I just saw the notification.
You've been
Oh,
joking.
yay. There's going to be a video of us all singing. What song are we singing?
I don't know. I just saw the notification.
Where grew up just no worries about it. I was just like trying to figure out what's going on. I was like, oh yeah, that's not for me. Never mind. Carry on. Talk amongst yourselves. Gotta pick up dinner. Oh, sounds good. That's the thing. You're so busy canning, you have to order out. That's the way it goes, right? Where you spend so much time and effort at the grocery store, and you get home and you're like, yeah, I don't feel like cooking now. I've seen too much food. Thank you so much. And don't forget, Miss Indiana Backyard Gardener is still working on her watch hours. And of course, so are TT and Lisa, which is why we were supposed to be doing restream and helping them get their watch hours tonight. And I don't know if that's working. You'll have to see in the morning if you wake up and you get a few and you'll be like, oh,
Okay.
I don't know. Who knows? So yes, TT, Tia, Lisa, and Adrian here, Indiana Backyard Gardener. I mean, I'm sure there's other people that need their channels run, but I just know them off the top of my head. Yeah, mine just started blooming. I just found them. I think last week I was doing my little tour, and all of a sudden I was like, I saw some blooms on there. So that's super exciting. Okay, any other questions? Why do you can?
It's rewarding.
Yeah,
Okay,
I like
yeah.
it. It's
just enjoyable and
rewarding to know that you actually have food and it's on the shelf and you can get
food
it whenever
security and you know what's in it.
you made it.
I know exactly what's in it. It's shelf stable. My
It's made
husband's
with
a truck
love.
driver, so we're completely different shifts, and we're like passing in the wind if he's here. So I know that he
Right.
can go down there and pick up whatever he wants, and it's healthy, and he doesn't
Yeah.
have to complain that he's waiting for me to get off work to
make
I like
something.
to eat
Yeah.
too.
I like
Yeah,
to eat.
exactly.
I like to eat. Yes.
Yeah. I like food and food likes me.
Yes. It just likes to stick around.
Exactly. I can't get rid of it.
Can't get rid of it. Can't shake it. No. I was thinking because it's made with love. Although I did make something the other day. It was made with hate.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was not going well, and I was very angry at it and whatever. I'm like, is this the opposite of made with love?
Wasn't your
Yep.
crab apple jam, was it?
Yeah. What?
Was it the crab apple?
No, it wasn't the crab apples. I can't remember what it was. Could have been breakfast. It could have been, I don't know. I was not happy with what was happening. And yeah. Oh yeah, I was making biscuits and gravy and my milk was sour. And I was like, yeah, it was not going well. Don't worry. And I know who touched it. Yeah. Yeah, see, I grew up like no one in my family canned ever except for my one aunt. And then she moved. We didn't live near her at all while she was doing any of the canning. And actually looking back on it, they were homesteading. They had, a few acres. They're right at the edge of town, and they had chickens, and they actually still do chickens up in Alaska now. But they always had chickens. They had geese. They had a bit orchard. They had a big garden, and my aunt was always canning things. And they had fresh eggs, and they, did their own chickens and whatever. And she had this amazing pantry. I remember going in there as a kid and just seeing all these shelves, and her canned pears, I would say, were probably my favorite. She made these absolutely delicious canned pears. And I really, really would love to see a video on those. Okay. The recipe I get for my zucchini quesadillas is from a website called Smitten Kitchen. So if I remember, I will drop the link down below. It's super easy. For zucchini fritters, what I do is I just grate them into a strainer, and I add a little bit of salt. I let them sit for about 10 minutes, and then I squeeze as much of the water out of it as I can. Dump it in a bowl, and I add in, depending on if I have like 2 small zucchini, then I'll add in like 1 egg, a little bit of breadcrumbs, and then garlic, salt, pepper, Cajun seasoning, whatever else you want. And then you just kind of try to form it into a patty, and then just pan fry it in a little bit of oil. They're really good, and I serve it with lime aioli usually, or you could do ranch. But it's super easy. Last time I did it, I only had a small zucchini, so I added in a carrot and 2 small potatoes. And I just added 2 eggs at that point and mixed it all together and then just pan fried it. And they were absolutely delicious. And my daughter will eat them. Otherwise, she's not a huge fan of any kind of cooked vegetable. She prefers raw vegetables. Although I want to try has anyone else tried the zucchini pickles? Renee from Renee's Garden. She did like zucchini and made pickles. And she said it tasted amazing and it tasted just like pickles. She also did the zucchini chips. She's had some videos out. So if you don't have a lot of cucumbers, but you have a lot of zucchini, which can happen, maybe try the pickles. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't work. But Miss Brampton, could you email me that recipe for the zucchinis, please? I will try and remember. Is that on your website? Is that on your website? Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to your channel right now on another screen and have it open on my window so that I don't forget after, okay? All right. I will do that, yes. And maybe I should do a video on it too, but it's super easy. It's absolutely delicious. My husband's not a huge fan of zucchini and or corn tortillas too much, but honestly, the flavor combination, it's just so simple. And then you can just drizzle a little bit of hot sauce or fresh sauce on it, and it's just delicious. My ears are getting sore. These are really tight. I have a big head, apparently. I love the videos on. Yes. Yeah. yeah, so she did the zucchini pickles. Although the zucchini chips. So when I do that, I'm going to try, but I'm going to slice mine lengthwise. I learned my lesson when I dehydrated bananas doing the rings. It takes forever. It takes forever to slice them and then to lay them out on the sheets and whatever. You slice them lengthwise, and boom, you cut your work in half. No, fraction of the work. Cutting lengthwise. So I would be doing that on my zucchini chips as well. Cut them lengthwise and then maybe cut them in half once, or in half then to see, but don't do the rings unless you wanted to stand there for hours. Yeah, I can't wait for those for Nicole's tromboncino zucchini. I mean, that's gonna be insane. Those huge giant ones. You should try my zucchini pineapple. Ooh. Yeah, zucchini. Yeah, that's a great idea. Mixing zucchini with pineapple. That would be good. You can almost like make a salsa or a compote. The word of the day, compote. Out of that. Oh, I don't have zucchinis, peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, or potatoes. The neighborhood deer. Oh no. Oh, that is so sad. You got to do them up on the roof. You have been tagged. Oh no. There we go. We'll have to watch that after. Yeah, oh man, that's a bummer. I know, who was it? Urban Gardening. He had been doing a bunch of plants up on the roof. And I think he was doing cucumbers or tomatoes and peppers or whatever up on his roof. The cops, they called the cops thinking that it was marijuana up there. And,
oh no.
Yeah, it wasn't, but yeah, he was just like, ugh. So they kept, like, neighbors kept calling and complaining because it sees something growing and they think, oh, he's hiding it. It's like, no, I live in Oregon and I need as much sunshine as possible. And I'm trying to get them up there and keep them, safe from other things. So I just thought that was funny. Nosy neighbors. Boots and Bounty did some pineapple zucchini with her tromboncino in a video today. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that sounds cool. I gotta get her recipe for the what is it, the hay fever thingy. She does it with the goldenrod, is it? She makes like a tincture or something. Deerfly. No. We have reindeer. Oh, okay. Yes, of course. And Santa is up there as well. Do you ladies? Oh yeah, I know for a fact that Lisa does because I've seen him go out on channels.
I do
Yeah.
gift mine. Asking for
I will be. My first canning items, I will be gifting. Does anyone want any of my first ever canned jam? Yeah. Be like, this is my first. I'll wait until you've done it a few times. No.
I've done like Christmas baskets where it's just my canned goods. So jams, jellies, soups, salsa, everything. And my family loved it. They loved it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you could do like the apple pie filling thing, and then you could do like the in a jar with like all the dry ingredients for like a crust or something. Like you could do like a themed thingy majiggy mabob. That's cool. I like that. I really
do like it.
Well, everyone's getting crab apple jam this year, so actually I didn't make that much because I had to boil it so much to get it to come up to jelly state. That a lot of it evaporated because I cut back on the sugar a bit, and I'm thinking that was probably, if I hadn't, it would have come to
a gel
219 faster. Yeah. But so for the crab apples, it was saying like the old recipes were always 1-to-1 for juice to sugar, and then they say, or you can cut it back to half a cup to juice. And I'm like, well, so I had 7 cups of juice, and so I added 5 cups of sugar, and I thought, you know what, I'll let it kind of melt in and do its thing and taste it. And it tasted plenty sweet. So I was like, yeah, I don't need to add any more sugar. And then it's like half an hour later, I'm like,
yeah,
I didn't know it was going to take that long. So I did not get out the stirring thing. So yeah, I'm going to see if there's still enough to go pitch and do a few more. And then my daughter's like, I want to make crab apple syrup. So we do that. Your Christmas list just got bigger.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll just hide Big Tim. Sorry. No. Yeah, I do. I usually make, I sew, right? So I do a lot of sewn Christmas gifts. So I don't really have a lot. I didn't make enough. How many jams? I ended up with 9 of the little 1.25 milliliters, the little ones. The same ones you sent me, Lisa, the small
4 ounce. Yeah, they're 4
4
ounce.
ounce. Okay. I'm like, I can't remember what ounces to milliliters is. Yeah. So I only got, I don't know. I was expecting more than that. I sterilized a heck of a lot more jars than that, I'll tell you. Like, dag nabbit. Oh gosh. Can I be a tester on the peach cobbler jam?
Yes,
We can't just take your word for it, right?
yes, Mona.
I mean, absolutely, right? Closest I get to vegetables this weekend is my blueberry muffin coffee. What? Blueberry? What? I don't understand this. Explain this to me. Blueberry muffin coffee. Coffee
Blueberry
cake?
is not a vegetable.
Coffee cake. Yeah. Second of all, blueberry is not a vegetable.
Exactly.
We got a lot of talking here, Tim. I mean, Tiny. I don't know why I keep calling you Tim because I'm used to Tiny Tim, and then I see the T-I-N, and it's so small on here. I keep thinking Tim. Sorry. Big Tiny's outdoors. Okay, you got to explain to me what blueberry muffin is. A blueberry muffin and coffee, or is it like coffee that's flavored like a blueberry muffin? That's where my mind went, but I don't know because that's like something my daughter would be like concocting down in the kitchen. She's like adding these potions. And then she'll come down. Oh, she's got like cocoa powder sprinkled on top, and I have to keep her away from that section like at Winners. Winners is like Marshall's, Ross, TJ Maxx. Like they have like all the little sauces and jars and stuff, right? Like the syrups.
Mm-hmm.
See those in the store. I'm like, ooh, what is this? Ooh, I'm like, no, no. No. I did make rhubarb syrup, which is really good, and we have that in the fridge. And you just mix that with a little bit of like club soda, and it's absolutely delicious. And a splash of gin. Yep. Not for her, for me. Is urban pecan better than apple crumble pie?
Coffee is flavored.
Ooh.
Coffee is flavored.
What? Is it like one of those like Keurig things? I've never ever heard of that. It sounds absolutely delicious though.
Ooh, raspberry tart coffee.
What? This is not coffee. I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. If you can't stand a spoon up in it, it's not coffee. I drink it black, but I like a flavored coffee as a dessert, not with breakfast. First thing in the morning, I want my black coffee. My husband grinds it fresh, do it in the French press. Ground coffee, and I'm so confused. I've never seen such a thing in my life. Sounds fascinating. It's an interesting fundraiser. Around here, we just get overpriced chocolates with the almond chocolates.
Yeah.
They're bad. They're the wax chocolates. I think they're wax chocolates with a stale almond stuck in the middle of them, and they want to charge you $5 for this box because don't you want to support the school? No, my kid doesn't go there. Thank God my kid's school never does that. They never did any fundraisers. They would just, and her middle school doesn't do anything. But the grade school, it was basically at the beginning of the year. You didn't have to supply any school supplies, any papers, any pencils, anything like that. It's just, if you could afford it, you wrote a check for $25 or whatever you could afford. I'm like, heck yeah, I would much rather write a check for $25 than have to deal with taking her up and down the street trying to sell chocolates and all these other fundraisers, right?
Yeah.
Pain in the butt, and then your neighbors hate you. And then, although I was a little cheesed off because I'm like, whoa. I've been buying, because the other school next door to my daughter, the Catholic school, does all these fundraisers. And I bought these horrible chocolates off of everybody else's kid. And then like, wait a minute. Where's the payback? Thank you. I am so glad they were able to make it tonight too. I made my jam and I thought, you know what? Let's talk about now that I'm a jammer. Yeah.
So what are you going to jam next?
Coffee beans. I think officially the next thing like on that I will be canning or jamming will be the garden huckleberries. But I don't know, like, I got to get a big enough batch of them. So I might go out and pick what's on there and then throw them in the freezer until they're ready. Because they're very firm. They're like cranberries. They'll keep their texture very, very firmly like that. Okay, next year I'll buy 22 bags of the coffee. Now I know how to draw and follow. You have to do his giveaways. You have to prepackage them into little baggies with your sticker on it.
Yeah.
And big tiny special coffee. Yes, there we go. Giveaways, perfect.
One pound bag of coffee.
Sounds awesome. Why not grow it yourself rather than buying it? Rick, what are we growing? What are we buying? Did I miss something? Okay, that sounds good. I've heard of those. I've heard of like hazelnuts flavors and stuff, but not like blueberry, whatever. Yeah. Oh, it was brutal. I hated watching them do it. I hated answering the door. I was going to a fig preserve, but the process was just too much for me. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? We got a bunch of dates today. What can I do with dates? What can I preserve with dates? I was curious about using dates to sweeten jams because there's so much stinking sugar in a jam and a jelly. Like it's so hard for me to put that much sugar in a pot. So then I was wondering if there's any way, but then I don't know about like if it would have to have a certain kind of regular sugar in order to be can safe. If it's something maybe would be better off as like a freezer jam. I'm just wondering, has anyone made jam? I'm sure it's on there. It's got to be like a keto jam recipe, right? With dates.
You can do low sugar or no sugar recipes. They do say if you do that, you lectin, that's low or no sugar.
Right.
Use regular. I tried it. We didn't like it.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't taste right. It tastes like, you know what this needs?
It's right.
Sugar.
It wasn't right.
We got these keto things. They're like almond filling. It's like a Reese peanut butter cup, but it's with almond or whatever, and it's keto, and it's like 5 carbs. And I took a bite of it. And I was like, you know what this needs? More carbs. Yeah, it was all right, but it was kind of chalky and if you were thinking, yeah, waxy, yeah. If you were thinking Reese peanut butter cups, you would be sadly disappointed. Fig preserve sounds really good though. I have a jar of it in the fridge, in the pantry, but I bought it at Costco. Oh, you know what Costco has? And I keep waiting for it to go on clearance because I don't see anyone buying it. And it sounds amazing. And that is pistachio cream. Like it's in a jar.
Oh,
yeah, I want to try that. I love pistachio flavored anything. That would be so good, like on a croissant. Oh my God. She wouldn't have anything. Sorry. Dried. We got they have the nice big boxes of them in at Costco today. We bought them. Oh, they're so good. I like them eating them fresh with, they're good just plain, or my mom used to always do it with a bit of cream cheese in it in the date. You just have it like that. It's really good. When my wife makes freezer jam out of my son-in-law's strawberries, we buy 5 pounds of sugar. I know it's just so disturbing. Like that, or when we made the fresh pimenta, the Portuguese like hot pepper sauce, like how much salt went into that. Oh Lordy. It's, you're just so used to being, watch your salt, watch your sugar intake and everything. Make all the jam. It's like just dump it in, caution to the wind. He's gonna have a 150 giveaway. Oh man,
Coffee.
just my luck. You saw some of that at Costco as well. If you get it, let me know. So if anyone doesn't know, Bonnie lives just like an hour or so north of me here in Ontario. So she is close by. So yeah, sometimes we don't always see what's going on at the Costco's, or I'll see it in the US because I will follow a few channels that like do, Costco hauls and whatever they walk through. Especially during lockdown, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm watching dollar store walkthroughs. I'm watching Costco walkthroughs. Got to get my shopping fix, see what's out there. Yeah. Son-in-law is a farmer. Don't need all. Okay. Yeah. You good? You're good. Howdy, everyone. Hey, Eagles. How are you doing tonight? Mona woke up. Have you had the thins? Not a fan. Not a fan of the Reese thins. Nope. I like the extra thick. I want that filling. I don't like the thins. It's not enough peanut butter to chocolate ratio. Dehydrate them? What is he dehydrating? Figs. Okay, yeah. Hey, Mike. Hey, Cecilia. Oh, yeah. Wow, you always gotta go for a deal. Yeah, when it comes to figs, I can always think of the story. So, years ago, my parents were health nuts growing up. They had a health food store and all that when I was a kid. And my mom we were in the car one day and we had some friends, and my mom had a bag of figs, dried figs. And this little boy looked at it, he goes, "What is that?" And my mom goes, "Oh, those are figs, dried figs." And he goes, "Oh." And he just looks at it for the longest time and he goes, "What do you have against the Newton?" Oh, so funny. I was about to die laughing. So yeah, I can't ever think of a fig or a Newton without that. Have you tried it with a potato chip in it yet?
The Reese's.
Yes, I have. It wasn't bad. It was good. It was good. I've had the potato chip one, and I've also had the one with it has Reese's Pieces inside. It's like the thick stuff one with extra Reese's Pieces inside. But I did try the potato chip one. I shouldn't say it too loud because I got it and I didn't share it with my daughter. It was good. Oh yeah, those are good too. Yeah, Newtons are the best. I couldn't tell you the last time I had a fig Newton. My daughter, I bought them for her when she was little. She did not like them at all, and I don't think I've bought them since at all. No. So we are almost at 9:30, and I'm just going to say, Gina, you have any more questions? Does anyone else have any questions for anyone, either one of my lovely guests or Jesse, or anyone else in the chat that has been chatting and contributing to this discussion? That sounds delicious. Yes. And I love Newtons too. I should buy some. I haven't had in so long. Maybe I'll make some date Newtons. I love date bars, but again, it's like you have these dates and you're mashing them up and then you add sugar to it. I'm like, why am I adding sugar to dates? This is wrong. So I'm going to try and find a low sugar recipe for that, because it just feels wrong. All right. Gina's laughing. Anyone else? Anyone going once, going twice? Anything else? Did I have any other? Oh, I did have another question about your favorite memory from canning, growing up, or is there any nostalgia for you with canning from family or friends, or is it just all you're pretty much new to it? Nope.
No nostalgia. If anything, it's all recent. And like I said, just the gratification of seeing it once it's done.
Oh my God, yes. My aunt used to make the date stuffed cookies. The same aunt that can. She always had a roll of refrigerator cookies in the freezer ready to go. And she always had a container of I think she probably canned it. The date filling. And so if someone came over really quick, she would just slice them up and make she'd fold them over and stuffed cookies. Oh my God, that's what I should make. That's what I should make. And powdered fig balls, because that's just fun to say. Powdered fig balls. Dates to zucchini bread. Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you so much, Joe. Thanks for coming on. So yeah, thank you again. I will try and remember. I'll send it to you too, Big Tiny, but I will try and remember to drop the link to the recipe down in the box below. And Lisa and Tia, if you want to drop any of your recipe links, anything your Creole tomato sauce, if you want to drop the link in the comment section after this video so that everyone can go and find it, that would be great. Because yeah, that sounds interesting. I'm not going to have enough tomatoes to do any sauce canning or anything like that this year. It's pretty much just going to be fresh salsa and or compotes. Thank you so much, Gina. See you around soon as well. So thank you again, Lisa and Tia, for being on here. I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it and everybody else did too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank you.
if you're not ready for bed yet,
And congratulations on being monetized.
Yeah.
thank you. I forgot about that for a moment. I've been so stressed out about that. Now it's like I don't even have to click on that tab again. I don't have to see it. I don't have to think about it. Oh, it's like a weight off my shoulders. Yeah. So now I have to just wait for the approval, fill out all the paperwork and all that. So I did that today, and hopefully it's all done. Hey, the Crouch Ranch, welcome in. We're just signing off. You just slid in under the radar there. Thanks so much for popping in. They're just moving to Mississippi and making a new life there. So it's very exciting there. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I think that's everything. I'm going to sign off. And if you still want to avoid your family, head on over to Bland's Promised Land Ranch. I'm sure they're live, right?
Yes,
You
they're
can
live.
You can go love raid them and go say hi to Ann again. If you've all missed Ann. Yeah.
Gather together.
What's Jesse doing?
Oh, he said they're supposed to have gathered together on Glenn and Jessica.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Gathered together homestead.
Good night, Nicole. You can go to bed now. All right. Now I got to find I don't know where to push where the end stream button is on this one. So bear with me.
Right says leave.
No, it doesn't. That just sends. I can just send the chat. That's the chat. It's not there. That's private chat. There. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Bye. Thanks so much, everybody.
Bye.